Hey girl, hey! Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jensine, aka Jungle Nabs. Today we're doing part 2 of my Best in Beauty series. Now, we're going to be talking a lot about skincare and hair care today. So this is really exciting because I'm a huge skincare lover. I love to pamper my skin. Skincare always comes first. So I'm really happy to share with you guys some of the things that have really been working for me this past year. Now, before we get started, if you just happen to notice you're not subscribed, girl, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell and join the family. I'd love to see you back here as a subscriber. So let's get into some of these products. I have a lot to talk to you about. It's gonna be a long video. Okay, so first things first, I wanna get into devices. And what I mean by that is this little Foreo.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
This is the Luna Play, I believe, and I love this thing. I use this thing at least 4 to 5 times a week to really give my skin a gentle exfoliation, and it also vibrates. You can turn it on. There's this little button back here. And it basically just vibrates, and these little bristles here are super soft, and they're also antimicrobial, which I love. And this helps with all of the cleansers that I use. So I kind of stepped away from using my Clarisonic a lot just because I felt like it was a little bit too harsh for my everyday needs. I kind of just use it now as a once a week deep clean kind of thing. Now let's move on to cleansers. So this year I had a really big shift in my skincare routine. I started incorporating retinols, and if you've ever tried retinols, they really dry out your skin, which means that you need to take a look into your skincare routine and see if you need to like modify some of the products you're using. So for me, that was removing foaming cleansers from my skincare routine. Oh my God! Oh! And incorporating really gentle, milky textured cleansers that are just like a little bit better for the skin, at least when you're using retinols. So the first one I want to get into is Fresh. This is the Soy Face Cleanser. It's amazing. It has amino acids in it, and it's super, super gentle. So I've gone through a big full size, I've gone through a travel size, and this is now the 1.6 fluid ounce. So this is like my 3rd bottle of the year, which is kind of crazy because when you are like an influencer, you get to try a lot of different products. So it's actually kind of rare, even if you love a product, that you stick with it for a long time, just because you get a lot of things coming into your beauty room, and you know, you can kind of forget about some of your OG favorites. But I really love this one. I'm almost out, which is really sad, so I need to go ahead and purchase my next bottle. Another really gentle cleanser that has kind of like that milky, soft, gentle texture is the Blue Lotus 4-in-1 Cleansing Milk. Love this one. Now this one is a bit on the pricier side. It's kind of a bummer, but it really is super nice for the skin. Again, my whole goal for the year was to incorporate more gentle products on my skin so that I wouldn't be stripping it of moisture. And the interesting thing is, you might be thinking to yourself, girl, you've got oily combination skin. What are you talking about keeping moisture in your skin? Well, actually, oily skin can also be dehydrated too. That can be a lot of the times why your skin produces so much extra moisture or oil on the face. And also with the retinol that I incorporated, which we'll get to, it definitely dried out my face a little bit, so it was necessary to make those changes. So let's get into toner. So there are 2 toners from Fresh. As you can probably tell, Fresh has been like a really big brand in my skincare. This is a story all about. Not sponsored, I just love it. The first one is the Rose Toner. I went through 2 bottles of that, so that's gone. I don't even have an empty bottle to show you. And then this time around, I wanted to try something a little bit different, so I started using the Black Tea Kombucha Facial Treatment Essence. And I almost feel bad showing you this because it is expensive. You can get it at Sephora, you can look up the cost.
Money.
I mean, it's not a secret, but it is really, it's pricey, but I love it. It's just so luxurious feeling on the skin, so moisturizing. Now, this does say that it has antioxidants in it and it helps with the anti-pollution protection. I love that. I don't live in a big city anymore, so I'm not as exposed as I used to be when I lived in Los Angeles. But I love that. And this helps to soften the look of fine lines, and it refines the appearance of the skin and boosts in resilience and vitality. I love this. Okay, this is the bomb. I think I need to purchase like another big one of the Rose toner too, and this together, and I won't need like any other toners for the rest of the year. Okay, so for a second, I want to talk about face mist. Okay, so there's only one face mist that I've really truly loved a lot this year, and it's, again, Fresh.
Shocker.
I love their skincare. What can I say? It's the Vitamin Nectar Antioxidant Glow Water. I have this one, and I also have a small, like, travel size one. Oh my gosh. It's amazing for misting the skin even when you have no makeup on, just to refresh your skin. It's great as a refreshing setting mist. If you want to keep it in a cool area, you can also have it just be cold and have it be like a nice refreshing mist. There's so many ways to use it. It smells amazing, but the scent isn't overpowering and it does not irritate my skin because I have super sensitive skin. So if you're worried about that, it won't irritate it. It's just been so amazing. The mister on this is so fine. Look at this. Oh my God, that smell. It smells like melons and like fresh rain. It smells amazing. So if you haven't tried this one, check it out. Okay, you guys are gonna kill me. The next product is another Fresh product. Oh my God! I didn't even realize that before we got into this video. Yeah, so this next one is a mask, and this is the Black Tea Instant Perfecting Mask. So it's got advanced antioxidants and it's supposed to smooth and immediately soften the skin. Now, what I love about this is when you put it on, you can see it's got that cream color. When you put it onto the skin, it has kind of a tingling effect. I don't know if that's just like a placebo effect, but I love to feel like it's working. I like that feeling. Now, what it does is it kind of helps with any texture that you might have on your skin. For me, a really big texture area is around the nose here and also the smile lines area. I do get some texture right along those lines. So it's really important for me to incorporate products like this that help to refine that texture. And I love the mask. You know, honestly, it is, I don't want to say harsh, but it's probably something that you should do about 1 to 2 times per week, just because it's very powerful, really potent on the skin, and you don't want to overdo it. I don't think this is something that anybody should use every day on your skin because it's not meant to moisturize, it's meant to refine texture. And if you use it too much, your skin might get kind of dry and brittle. But this does really, really work. It's worth the coins. Okay, so I have a couple serums that I want to share with you guys. The first one is the retinol that I want to let you know about. So this one I've been using for probably about 6 months, and it's from Neutrogena. It's called the Ageless Intensives Deep Wrinkle Anti-Wrinkle Serum. I kind of decided to try retinols on a whim. I think I was just like researching anti-aging stuff, and I was like thinking initially that I was allergic to retinols just because I had a bad reaction when I tried it previously. And then I was like, you know what, let's just give it one more shot. This time I did my thorough research, and it turns out when you first start using retinols, your skin will react and you'll start purging. Most people purge, by the way. It's really normal, and it's actually kind of gross to see the kind of things that were like in your skin, in your pores. But it brings everything to the surface, and it really helps increase the cell turnover rate. So if you have a pimple and you know you're using your retinol serum and your skincare as normal, it will increase the cell turnover rate so your pimple actually won't last as long as it used to. Let's say your pimples usually last for a week. Well, you know, maybe your pimple might cut down in 3 to 4 days. So I love that about using retinols. So something else that I want to say about using this is literally one pump is good for the whole face. You don't need to go ham and do 2 to 3 pumps. This stuff is really potent. You will purge, your skin will be looking like it's going through it, but it's worth it because it just gives you that like smooth, like baby soft skin. So I couldn't recommend this enough. If you see this at the drugstore, definitely check it out. It's not cheap, but like I said, it's worth it. This bottle, I had it for like 6 months. Maybe I paid anywhere between $20 to $30 for this, probably like 25. But anyway, it's worth it. Check it out. Okay, so next I've got 2 serums that I want to share with you. The first one is a niacinamide serum. So I was looking on Reddit and there's a subreddit called Skincare Addiction. Love that subreddit. There's some really, really great discussions, product recommendations, all that jazz. And I was looking for a serum that was 100% niacinamide, good quality, no other additives in it. And basically what niacinamide does is it helps with the appearance of enlarged pores. So it helps make them look like they're smaller and smoother. And it also helps with fine lines. So this niacinamide is from a company called Skin Lex. And I believe I purchased this for about $15 to $17. I think it was 15 and then plus shipping was like 17 something. But anyway, it's amazing. You only really need like 1 to 2 pumps. The only thing that I would say about this is the packaging. When you squirt this out, the actual pump kind of gets stuck, so it kind of like sputters out. It kind of gets all over your hand instead of like a smooth pump out, but that's a really small complaint. The actual product itself is amazing, and I actually find that it really helps with keeping pimples at bay as well. So I think it's great. It works really well to incorporate during the daytime when you're on a retinol skin regimen. Okay, so the next one is from a company called Good Molecules. This is the Super Peptide Serum. So I'm going to read what this is all about from the bottle. It's formulated with tripeptides to target fine lines, wrinkles, and dullness. Now I use this during the daytime, so it's my daytime serum. Also, I can switch it out between the niacinamide and this one. I can alternate on the days, but I love how moisturizing this is. So after I apply my toner, I put the serum on top, then put my moisturizer, and I feel like my skin has just been injected with wonderful goodness, hydrated goodness. It's amazing. Now, actually the texture seems thick when you put it on your hands, but once you rub it onto the skin, it dissipates. It's not sticky at all. It's really nice. Another thing about this brand, Good Molecules, I believe that they are the Beautylish version of The Ordinary. I think Beautylish wanted to come out with their own line of affordable skincare, but it also looks really luxe. I have actually their niacinamide serum. I haven't really tried it as much, so I can't tell you how it compares to the Skin Lex one, but they have like a whole line of them. This one happens to be the one that I like the most. But yeah, you guys should definitely check it out. If you're looking for new serums, definitely check out Beautylish Good Molecules. Okay, so I want to get into what I use to take makeup off, because as fun as makeup is, it's so important to make sure that you remove everything, that you can properly prep your skin for the nighttime. So I have 2 things that I use actually. The first thing right here, I always use a makeup remover. So I use a 2-step cleaning process. I do the double cleanse, that's what it is. I use the Slay or Slay, I don't know how you pronounce it. Slay Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser. So they call it a cleanser, but really it's just a big old balm here, and it is very thick. A little bit will go a long, long way. Now, I love that Drunk Elephant always incorporates these cute little details. They have a scooper, so you don't have to reach your dirty makeup drenched hands in there, and it's got a metallic thing, so listen to this. it just clicks into place. So I never have to worry about losing it. So I use that on my face, helps to bring all the makeup off. Really make sure that you rub it in well. Don't just kind of like do this and then, you know, really rub it in every nook and cranny and it's gonna get your makeup off. So what I like to use for eye makeup and any lip products that are tough to remove, this is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. This stuff is the real deal.
For real? For real.
It's one of the best micellar waters I've ever used. I don't know what the difference is between the one with the blue and the one with the pink top here, but I love this one. It just does the job, right? Like, you just want the makeup to come off fast, and that's what it does. And it's really, really gentle on the skin as well. All right, so I have quite a few moisturizers to show you guys. Now, the first couple ones that I'm gonna show you are ones that are really great for winter. This one kind of looks a little haggard, but this is the Fixie Beauty Rose Ceramide Cream. Like, look, I'm almost done. This is like one of those hard to squeeze tubes. I really like worked it. There's a couple more uses left in this. This ceramide cream works really well for trapping in moisture. Now, it is a very thick moisturizer, so I like to use it at night after I've done my full skincare routine and I'm like, all right, I just want to like keep everything secure in the skin, and I just put this on there and it really helps to create a nice moisture barrier where the moisture, it will not be leaving your skin. So that's what I suggest, using it at nighttime if you're probably like normal to dry. If you're oily at night, then you probably don't need this, but normal to dry / oily combination, you could probably use this. Now the next one that's amazing for nighttime skincare in the winter is the Fresh.
Here I go with Fresh.
Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Sleeping Mask. So the cool thing about this, when you open this thing up, you've got two little areas here. So the one here is the essence, it's the rose essence. So it's step 1, that's why they label it 1. And you put it on your skin after your serum. And then the step 2 here is the cream side, that's the sleeping mask. And it smells divine. It smells just like everything else in the rose line that Fresh has. It's so luxurious, and a little bit goes a long way. You don't need a lot. When I run out of this, I'm gonna run to go repurchase this, because when I wake up in the morning, oh my God, it feels so moisturized. Like the skin just feels so soft and supple. I'm like, can this just look like this all day? I would love that. But I definitely suggest that you guys check this out. Now, the next moisturizer that's also good for winter time is the Pixi Skin Treats. This is the Rose Flash Balm. So I've actually used this for like 2 to 3 years now. It really helped me in the Vermont winter. Like, girl, it helped a lot. So this actually has 3 different uses. You can use it as a moisturizer, as a primer, and as a mask. It just depends on how long you want to leave it on. So it's a 3-in-1, love it. And it's supposed to give a hydrating radiance boost. Who doesn't want that? But I will have to say, this is not a product you want to use in the summertime, because if you are oily, then it will probably make you look a little bit oily. But you can always use it at night too, if you're worried about that. I love it because I just take a little bit, I push it into the skin and use it as my main moisturizer. I like to use pore filling / blurring primers, so I don't use it as a primer, but if you do have dry skin, you could definitely use this as one as well. All right, so the next moisturizer is a daytime moisturizer. And I'm gonna show you the box here because honestly, I ran out of the one I was using. She's gone. She's left the chat. So this is the Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Cream. So if you've ever used or heard of their Lala whipped cream, which is a rich moisturizer and is really great, probably best for dry to normal skin. But this little guy right here, this is what it looks like when you take it out of the packaging, is really good for oily and oily combination. Now the coolest thing is the packaging here. So this is like a little, I don't know what you call it. You just push down on it and out of here is where the actual cream comes out. So you don't have to mess with a pump. Well, this is kind of a pump, but it's just easy. You just press on it and you just scoop it and done. It's really, really easy. So I'm really excited that I have a whole nother bottle to love on. Okay, I'm laughing because this is another Fresh product. Who knew? I really didn't know I liked Fresh that much until I sat down and brought everything out that I had. You know, because when it's in the bathroom cabinet, you really, really don't know. So this one is the Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream, and I'm only holding up this small travel size because I finished my big one. And when I discovered that I had the travel size, I was like, yeah, I don't have to go buy another one. I can procrastinate a little bit more. But I love this. The whole Rose line, it smells so good. Ugh. It really, really keeps your face moisturized, not oily, just soft and supple. So I can't recommend it enough if you're somebody who your skin needs some loving, some TLC. This is where it's at. Okay, so let's talk about oils. I try a lot of oils throughout the year. Facial oils we're talking about, okay? And honestly, I still gotta stick with my ride or die face oil. And that is from Drunk Elephant, and this is the Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. Why do I love this oil so much? Okay, well let me tell you. You know, have you ever gotten that feeling you just put the oil on your face and you go into bed and you just feel like the oil is all over your pillowcase now? Well, this oil, I don't know what they do with it, but it really feels like your skin absorbs the oil and it's not so like transfer-y, if that makes sense. It just seeps into the skin and makes your skin feel soft. It doesn't just like sit on top of the skin and look slick. And this will last you forever. This is like my second bottle that I was on in 2019. And honestly, you just need like 2 drops in your Gucci. All right, so I have one body care item that I want to share with you. Okay, it's lotion, basically. My skin when I lived in Vermont was like going through it. It was a whole other level of like winter dryness, and the rest of my body is already pretty dry anyway. But this was the only lotion that saved my skin. This is from Eucerin. It's the Intensive Repair Lotion. Now, this is very important. You want to make sure you get the one that has alpha hydroxy and natural moisturizing factors enriched. It says it right here at the bottom because all the packaging for Eucerin looks the same. Now, this lotion actually has AHAs, which is great. You don't find a lot of lotions that have them. Now, the great thing is it's going to help with sloughing off any dead skin on your body. So for me during the winter, even though you shower and everything, like my skin would just get super, super scaly even if I put regular lotion on. But when I put this on, because this had AHAs, it really helped my skin to remain soft and also get rid of any skin cells that were going to flake or whatever. It was just gone. My skin looked like smooth, no ashiness. I went from like ashy to classy in like 2 seconds, okay? So I can't recommend this enough. I don't even mess with any other lotions. Like there might be some other lotions that I put on because they smell good, but like when I get out of the shower, I'm putting this on first, you know? So I'm like a ride or die for Eucerin now. All right, so now we get to talk about some hair care. So if you guys have been around my channel for a long time, you probably know that my channel started as a hair care channel. And I did a lot of videos talking about hair care products, comparing them, hairstyles, so many, okay, so many. Now, honestly, I bought so many hair products during that time that it's like really lasted me. I really haven't had to purchase too many new ones. So out of the natural hair care product category, I'm only gonna talk about one. This is the Shea Moisture Raw Shea Butter, the Deep Treatment Mask. This mask has been around for years, but it honestly works for me when my hair just feels dry, feels like it needs a pick-me-up. This mask sitting under a dryer or one of those little like hair dryer bonnets that you can attach to your blow dryer. What is that? Put that on 10, 15, 20 minutes, however long you want. Rinse this off. This is amazing. Now, I mean, it doesn't even like smell the best, but there's just something about the results that I really, really love. And I feel like the moisture lasts and really helps prevent my hair from breakage, from split ends, from also coiling up into single strand knots. So it's really important to me to make sure that my hair is moisturized. And when I need that moisturizing mask, this is where I go. So if you want to see any other natural hair care masks or products that I use, there's a lot on my channel, so I'm not gonna be too repetitive. Now I do want to start talking about some shampoos because I did try, these are new products that I've been trying, some new clarifying shampoos, which are great for stripping the hair of any buildup, dirt, whatever could be in your hair, product, getting that all out there. So this stuff is really good for natural hair. I believe you can probably use it on any like weave bundles or wig units, but I only use these on my natural hair. So the first one is from Design Essentials, and it's the Almond and Avocado Moisturizing and Detangling Sulfate-Free Shampoo. Now, I love to use this because sometimes I don't have time to do a full detangling before I get in the shower. So when my hair's in sections, I love to use this because it's super gentle and it has a lot of slip. So if there are some things that you didn't quite catch when you were trying to detangle, you're gonna catch it and it's gonna help you detangle really easy. This will probably even be really great for like kids' hair. Honestly, I'm like kind of embarrassed that it's state, but it literally lives in my shower and I just squeeze. So I'm almost done. And if you guys have curly or natural hair, you know that you don't go through shampoo as much as you go through conditioner. Conditioner is the real one. So I'm really surprised. I really love this one though. Can't recommend it enough. The next one is from As I Am. This is the Curl Clarity Shampoo. I like this one too. I like this one more because it has a nicer scent. But this one does the job too. If we're talking about performance, it is still a really great clarifying shampoo. I bought these both when Sally was having a sale on their shampoos. I forget what the sale was, but if you want to get a deal on them, just keep your eyes peeled for your local Sally's and when their sales are. All right, let's talk about edge control. I have tried so many edge controls and some of them, especially for natural hair, just don't keep the hair's laid. And even worse, if you've straightened your natural hair and you really want to make sure that you don't use edge control that has water that could revert it, where are you gonna go? So I saw when I was getting my braids done once, my braider, she had this and it's called Style Factor, that's the company, and this is the Edge Booster. It's very important to get the pink one. Apparently the pink one is the best one, but there's all kinds of different colors. This smells so good. It smells like watermelon. A little bit goes a long way because it is more of like a paste or pasty pomade. So if you put too much, you could get a little bit of a white residue on your edges. So just a little bit, girl. Use your fingers, use a toothbrush, use a regular brush, whatever you like to do. And you can do all kinds of baby hair magic with these. So if you're looking for a good edge control, Style Factor Edge Booster. Okay, so the next two products that I have for you are products that I only use on wigs or bundles, hair that isn't my natural hair. So if I've washed, for example, a wig unit and I'm going to blow dry it, what I really like to use is the smoothing serum. You can find this at Sally Beauty, and this is just the generic one. I think it's comparable to the Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum. So apparently with the generic ones, they're like the same formula, it's just not the brand, and it's cheaper. I really like this. It cuts your drying time in half. It also adds shine, it conditions the hair, especially if you're working with, for example, hair like this is a little bit finer. You don't want to put a lot of heavy product on there. So this is really good. You put it on the hair when it's damp, not soaking wet, just damp, and then you blow dry it and you style it however you want it to be. Yeah, I really recommend this, especially if you're on a budget. It's really great. Now the next product here is for hair that you might have that's curly. So like a curly unit, like a Mongolian deep curl, Brazilian deep curl, you know, that kind of stuff. This is the You Be Natural. It's from the Luster company, you know, the company that does Luster Pinks. This is the You Be Natural line. Now this is called the Botanical Curl Perfect Forming Mousse. So I love this. Like, first of all, it's clear in color, okay? It smells so tropical. See, that's the thing. Like, I want a product that smells really good and performs really good. So when you pump it out, it's like a mousse, but it's like a lightweight mousse, and you put it in the hair. It helps revive the curls. So if they were kind of like frizzy before, I kind of look a little haggard, like the hair has been through it, seen some things, okay? It's going to bring life back to it. Especially last year, I had a lot of really beautiful curly units that I miss. I need to order some, but this was really good for reviving it because, as you guys know, curly hair, curly units, they're a lot of maintenance. They require a lot of product, a lot of TLC, a lot of love. So can't recommend this enough. In fact, I need to stock up on more of these because I'm gonna order myself some curly units. If you're looking for a good one, check this one out. Now, if you're still here, don't forget to check out some of the videos right next to me. There are some really great product recommendations, and you can also catch my best in beauty from last year as well. As always, I love you guys. Thank you so much for kicking it with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.